Why are so many Americans drowning in car debt? You hear about credit card debt, student loans, and mortgages, but quietly creeping into second place is a kind of debt that doesn't get nearly enough attention. As of 2025, Americans owe over $1.7 trillion on their cars. And here's the twist. Car prices aren't even the biggest issue. The way we're buying them is. The numbers are wild. In just 10 years, total auto debt has nearly doubled. Car loans are now the second largest category of consumer debt, right behind mortgages and ahead of student loans. And what's more worrying, the average new car loan is now over $40,000, with monthly payments averaging $739, a record high. Even used cars come with average payments above $550 per month. So what's causing this? A mix of factors. Skyrocketing car prices, especially post-2020, higher interest rates, longer loan terms, and Americans stretching their budgets just to drive. From 2020 to 2025, new car prices soared. Before 2020, you could find a new car for under $20,000. Now, that's nearly impossible. The average new car price sits just under $50,000, the highest ever recorded. And here's the kicker. This isn't because cars are getting that much better. It's because automakers are pushing SUVs and trucks, EVs are still expensive to produce, cheap models are being phased out. Big cars equals big profits. Small cars? Most of them are gone. To afford these price tags, people are turning to longer and longer loans. In the past, a car loan might have been 36 to 48 months. Today, 72 months, 6 years is common. Even 84-month loans, 7 full years, are becoming the norm. On paper, it looks good. Lower monthly payments, more affordable. But over time, people are paying thousands more in interest. And here's the kicker. Cars depreciate, so buyers are stuck underwater, owing more than the car's worth for years. The average APR on a new car loan is now over 7%. For used cars, it's often above 11%. That means even a modest car can cost $10,000 plus in interest alone over the life of the loan. And if your credit isn't great, you could be looking at rates in the 15 to 20% range. The truth is, they don't have a choice. In most parts of the US, a car isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Public transportation is limited. People need to get to work, take their kids to school, go grocery shopping. So when their old car breaks down, even if they're not financially ready, they have to finance another one. The system is designed to keep people financing. Dealers make more money on financing than on the car itself. Lenders make money on interest, and automakers keep demand high by limiting supply. In some cases, dealers even mark up the interest rate they offer you to pocket the difference. You're not just buying a car, you're stepping into a high-interest, long-term contract. Subprime lending. Remember that phrase from the housing crisis? It's happening in the auto world too. Lenders are approving high-risk borrowers with low credit scores. The loans come with sky-high interest rates, sometimes over 20%, and aggressive repossession terms. And guess what? The default rates are rising. In 2024, over 7% of subprime borrowers were more than 60 days past due on their car loans. That's the highest delinquency rate in over a decade. When people can't make payments, the car gets repossessed. And right now, repos are booming. Tow truck drivers are busy. Lenders are filing lawsuits. Some people are getting hit with voluntary repossessions just to get out of crushing debt. And if your car gets repoed, you don't just lose the vehicle, you're still often on the hook for the remaining balance. It becomes a cycle. Buy an overpriced car with a long, high-interest loan, struggle to make payments, trade it in early, roll old debt into a new loan, repeat. This is called being car poor. You own a car, but you're drowning in payments. Maybe you're thinking, I'll just buy a used car. Well, bad news. Used cars aren't much better. Prices are still high due to low inventory from fewer new car sales during COVID, higher demand from people avoiding new car prices, slower depreciation of newer models. Used car loans often come with higher interest rates. It's not just the car payment. Owning a car includes insurance, now up 25%, MyOY in many states. Repairs and maintenance, especially for tech-heavy vehicles. Registration, taxes, and gas. People budget for the monthly payment, but forget these added costs can equal hundreds more per month. Some analysts say, yes, we're in a car debt bubble. Think about it. People are buying overpriced, depreciating assets with borrowed money at high interest rates, and many are defaulting. Sound familiar? It's what happened in the housing crisis, just on 4 wheels instead of 4 walls. We may see a correction in car prices, more repossessions, banks tightening lending standards, more people moving to public transit, biking, or carpooling, and the rise of car-sharing services. But until then, millions of Americans are stuck with car payments they can barely afford. Cars used to represent freedom, your own space, your own schedule, your own route through life. But now, for millions of Americans, they represent financial chains. What used to be a reliable mode of transportation has turned into a monthly burden that feels impossible to escape. And it's not because people are buying Lamborghinis. They're buying Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevys, and still getting crushed by the debt. It's not just an individual issue, it's a systemic one. When wages stagnate but transportation costs rise, when public transit is unreliable or non-existent, when credit becomes the only way to survive, people will do what they have to do, not what's financially ideal. That's why understanding how the system works and how it works against you is one of the most powerful financial tools you can have. Because car debt isn't just about the car, it's about access. It's about survival. And for many Americans, it's become a quiet crisis hiding in plain sight. If this video made you rethink your next car purchase, or made you side-eye your current loan, mission accomplished. Go ahead and like the video so your future self doesn't end up crying in a financed Corolla. Share it with a friend who's just going to the dealership to look. Yeah, we know how that ends. And subscribe to Billionomics, where we expose financial traps like it's our side hustle. Except it's not, it's the whole thing. No fluff, no bullshit. Just facts that help you stay ahead of the financial curve. Drop a comment below. Have you ever felt trapped by a car loan? How did you handle it, or are you still in the thick of it?
Into the thick of it! Into the thick of it! Into the thick of it! Ugh.
But seriously, we're here to help you see the bigger picture behind the paycheck. And hey, what topics should we dig into next? Something that's been bugging you in the world of money, business, or wait, why am I broke again? Thanks for watching. This is Billionomics, where we track dollars, cents, and everything in between, where we follow the money, ask the uncomfortable questions, and try not to cry while reading interest rates. Drive safe, stay smart, stay skeptical, and we'll see you in the next one.